Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, if you're trying to rebuild your credit or you're just starting out and building your credit, I'm going to show you the best accounts for you to start with. The reason is you want to be able to build up your credit so that you can transition over to getting business credit cards. And the reason you want the business credit cards, because there may be an opportunity for you to take advantage of, right? And say that you max out the business credit card, it won't affect you on a personal side. All right, so that's the reason I'm talking about building your business credit or your personal credit this way, or rebuilding your personal credit this way. All right, now the first card you want to start with is the Discover It Secured card. Now with the Discover It Secured card, it goes from $200 up to $2,500, all right? But the good thing about it, after 7 months, okay, it can become unsecured. And there's a pre-qualification, so no hard pull on the credit. Now here's the interesting thing about it. If you sign up for this card with just your income, all right, and then after it's unsecured, okay, whatever they unsecured you for, you possibly can get 3 times that much. And I'm gonna tell you how. Okay, if you have a spouse in the household, you want to go back and update your income. All right, update your income with your spouse's income, including your spouse's income. Okay, and also updating your rent. When you put down rent, you always want to show that you're only making paying a maximum of about 15% in rent. Okay, that's so that way you have more disposable income. All right, now something else you can do, if you have other revolving accounts on your credit file, okay, that have low limits on it, if you're able to pay them down to 9%, then what'll happen, that'll help your DTI plus your credit score as well. All right, so that's the first card. The next card is Capital One, the Capital One Platinum card. Now with the Capital One Platinum card, it's a starter card, right? And so there's no security deposit. Now they do have the Capital One Secured card, so if your credit is just that bad, then it's $49, but they give you an unsecured amount for $200. Now the interesting thing about it, I just made a video telling you exactly how to actually increase to get a higher limit with Capital One, so you may want to check out that video. But here's another thing about Capital One that many people don't leverage. Capital One has a business credit card, okay, and all you need is a 580 credit score. It's their Capital One Spark business credit card, the gold one. Okay, so being able to get that business credit card plus a platinum card, now you have multiple trade lines reporting on your credit file. All right, now that's the second step. The third one is Navy Federal. Now here's the interesting thing about Navy Federal. You want to start with the internal score, building up your internal score, because you may be able to bypass the end rewards card. So with your internal score, okay, it goes from 100 up to 450. But the interesting thing about it, that means that you need to have a flagship checking account, have a savings account, have the end rewards account, have a pledge loan. Okay, you can open up a business bank account or a marketing account, but here's the key to it. All right, if you have 4 or more accounts when you first open up your account with Navy Federal, they may reevaluate you and just actually give you a unsecured credit card. If they give you an unsecured credit card starting out, it would be the cash rewards, the green card. Okay, that's the card that they may start you out with. If they don't start you out with that, then using the end rewards card. The end rewards card is $200, but after 6 months of good on-time payments, that card should turn into a $2,000 card. Okay, once you get that card, then what you want to do is open up your business bank account if you're looking to start a business and raise capital. Now here's the interesting thing about it. Navy Federal, they will give you a business credit card and a business line of credit. But the unfortunate thing about it, it doesn't report to the business credit bureaus. Now your major business credit bureaus, so some of you all know, is Experian Business Credit Bureau, Equifax Experian Credit Business Bureau, Small Business Financial Exchange, and also Dun & Bradstreet. All right. Now, please understand, because some people are confused about Dun & Bradstreet. You do not need a DUNS number, a paydex score, a net 30s in order for you to get business credit funding. It's not necessary, okay? Now, I'm not dismissing them. It just depends on the type of business. But when you're going for funding, most lenders, they're looking at the Experian, the Equifax, and Small Business Financial Exchange, so that you're aware of, all right? Now, the next card, again, if you're building up your credit and you're trying to build it up so that you get funding on the personal side and the business side, you would want to look at your Bank of America. Bank of America secured card, okay? So their secured cards go from $200 up to $5,000. Now, with the Bank of America secured card, here's the interesting thing about it. They may not convert for up to 12 months. It may take them up to 12 months. However, they do have an unsecured business credit card as well. So while you building a relationship with them on the personal side, you might as well build a relationship on the business side. Now, with Bank of America's unsecured business credit card, it starts at $1,000, but it reports to the Small Business Financial Exchange, which is shared with Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. So that way you can start building up your business credit file. Now, one of the things about it, I would tell you guys, when you have bank accounts and you have savings accounts, making sure that you at least make minimum $25 deposits a week, okay? Because the more activity you have going on in your bank accounts, the more activity that they see, especially if you're able to do direct deposits, okay? It makes it much easier. Now, here's a credit card that you want to check out. Here, you don't have to have a social. It's an unsecured card, but it's a charge card, okay? You have to remember it's a charge card, but you can get up to $10,000 off of this card, all right? It's a charge card, and that card is the Tomo, okay? It's the Tomo MasterCard, all right? And so if some of you all are trying to get a large line unsecured, this is a charge card, but at the same time, it's a great opportunity to keep on adding positive trade lines on your file, because one of the things I always tell you guys, if you have a negative credit file, okay, for every negative account on your credit file, you're going to need between 2 to 3 trade accounts to make up for that one negative account, okay? So that's another reason I was telling you about loans. To also balance out the credit file, you do need to have a loan on there. So that's the reason I brought up with the Navy Federal Pledge Loan, because having a balanced file, again, really helps you get much funding, get you much more funding, all right? Now, there's a few more cards. If you have bad credit and you don't want to deal with the banks, you have the Patel 1. Now, with the Patel 1 unsecured card, it goes from $300 up to $5,000. Now, these type of credit cards, they don't just focus on the credit score. They focus on how long you've been on your job. They focus on, do you have steady income? They focus on how long you've been at your place of residence. Do you have an active bank account? How long you've had that active bank account? Do you have an active email? So these are the type of things that some of these cards actually look at, other than your personal credit. Now, there's one other card that starts out at $1,000, and that's OppFi. Now, OppFi starts at $1,000, but after 6 months of good on-time payments and stuff, it could double up to $2,000, all right? So if you guys have any questions about removing negative items off of your personal credit, or trying to get business credit funding or personal credit funding, click the link in the description, schedule one-on-one consultation. Thank you.